When a woman walks into a room, she doesn't need to shout to be noticed. She doesn't need to force her presence. Because true power, the kind that turns heads and shifts the atmosphere, isn't loud. It's feminine energy. The invisible force that can disarm, inspire, and control any space without saying a word. For centuries, power has been defined in masculine terms: dominance, aggression, authority. But feminine energy works differently. It's not about overpowering others, it's about drawing them in. It's magnetic, subtle, deeply psychological. And that's why it's often misunderstood. Because while masculine energy pushes forward, feminine energy pulls everything toward it. Feminine energy isn't just beauty or style. Those can capture attention, but they fade. What truly controls a room is presence. It's the calm in your movements, the softness that feels safe, the confidence that doesn't need to be announced. When a woman embodies feminine energy, people don't just see her, they feel her. And once people feel you, you've already won the room. Psychologists call this the aura effect. When someone radiates calm, warmth, or subtle confidence, the human brain responds. People mirror the energy they encounter. If you bring tension, the room feels tense. If you bring openness, the room relaxes. Feminine energy controls a room not by force, but by setting the emotional tone that everyone unconsciously follows. Here's a secret. Feminine energy stands out most in environments dominated by masculine energy. Think of boardrooms filled with competition and ego. A woman rooted in her feminine essence doesn't play that game. She slows the pace. She changes the rhythm. She introduces something others can't replicate: grace under pressure. And suddenly, the power dynamic shifts. Everyone is forced to adjust to her presence, not the other way around. Words are powerful, but silence is often louder. Feminine energy uses silence strategically, a pause before speaking, a measured smile instead of a rushed answer, a graceful refusal to react when provoked. This isn't weakness, it's mastery, because silence makes people lean in, and the one who makes others lean in is always in control. Charm fades when it's superficial, but influence lasts when it comes from authenticity. Feminine energy controls a room because it speaks to deeper instincts. People trust what feels nurturing. They respect what feels grounded. They follow what feels centered. When a woman embodies this, she doesn't just gain attention, she gains influence. Here's the paradox. The most powerful feminine energy doesn't fight for control. It doesn't chase. It doesn't demand. It simply exists, calm, confident, unshaken. And in that stillness, everything else reorganizes around it. Because true feminine power isn't about resistance, it's about resonance. So why does feminine energy control any room? Because it operates on a different frequency. One that doesn't compete, but attracts. One that doesn't dominate, but influences. One that doesn't shout, but is impossible to ignore. It's the energy that says, I am enough as I am, and the room will bend to meet me. That is why, in every era, every culture, every space, feminine energy remains the silent force that truly controls the room.